What happened to Montgomery Wards? What was their marketing strategy that in the end failed? When we think about Montgomery Ward, why did they go out of business? Montgomery Ward did something that they shouldn't have done. They refused to move with the times. They were so adamant that they have all that they need. People know who they are, they have a good reputation, they have a great following. But the main following of what they had were really the older generation. The younger generation wanted more. They don't want to drive to see if you have this in the store. They want to be able to look online to see if you have this in the store. And if you do, they want to either go pick it up or they can order it and have it delivered. Montgomery Ward refused to do that. Walmart didn't. Walmart moved with the time and said, oh, we need to put this online. We need to put our things online. And at first you could look to see what they had on Walmart, but you couldn't order anything, right? You couldn't have anything delivered. But then they used artificial intelligence and they're like, okay, now you can order from us and have it delivered straight to your door or send it to a friend. So how does this make sense? So I'm talking to you about the traditional way of marketing and the digital way of marketing. So the main part of marketing is understanding who your target market is. We have to understand who our demographics are and who our psychographics are. So the demographics are anything from age, race, religion, gender, financial status, education. That all falls under demographics. So who was their target market? By the time they realized we need to change something up, it became too late. Because although they said, okay, this is our demographic, they didn't follow with the psychographic. So the psychographic is how do they think? If I know that the age is between 40 and 50 or 40 and 60, let's say, what is your highest value? They would have stayed in the game, but they chose not to do that. But again, the point is that they refused to move with the time. And by the time they decided, okay, I'm going to move with the time, they were already bombarded. Could they have got these clients back? I believe they could have. It was going to take more time and more money to do that. Now, how does this make sense for you as a business owner? All right, like Jeanette, you're talking to me about digital marketing, traditional marketing, demographics, psychographics. The way that this works is that you have to know when to move. You have to know who you are speaking to. So what I want you to do is I want you to do a column. In this column, it's going to say demographics. The other column is going to say psychographics. The other column is going to say digital. And the other column is going to say traditional. Now, last week we talked about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? So we talked about the 5 levels of needs. But now that you understand that, within these 4 categories, let's talk about who your demographics are. Are they women? Are they men? What is their age? What is the religion, if that matters? What is the race? So write all of these steps down. Education. Do you care if they have a college education, high school education? What is the education level? So after you figure out all of this under demographics, now I want you to think of psychographics. Now what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, these are the demographics. Now these are the psychographics. So the psychographics is how do they think? So you have to think about what do these age groups do? What does this race like to do? What does this gender like to do? What is their higher value? Do they have kids? So you're creating an avatar. Does this person have a child? Do they have kids? Do they have pets? Do they have grandchildren? Do they babysit? What is it that they enjoy? Because when you know this, then you know how to reach them. You know what words to use. And it doesn't feel so forced. because you understand that there's 5 levels of hierarchy of needs, okay? So after we do this and we figure out the demographics, we figure out the psychographics, now we're gonna move to the traditional marketing. So traditional marketing are things like when you're driving your car and you look over and you see a billboard, a newspaper you might get, a magazine you might get. When you're sitting on your couch and you're watching TV and you see the news come on, or you see a commercial come on, word of mouth. I always hear people say, I don't have to market my business, I get enough business through word of mouth. But it goes back to the hierarchy of needs on what value did you touch for them to be able to speak to others about you. What are they saying about you? What did you help them with? Did it fall under safety? Did it fall under belonging? Did it fall under self-actualization? Did it fall under the physiological? What did it fall under? So as you're doing your list, you're gonna start to see that it's gonna go down and then it's gonna go sideways. And you'll be able to see, this age group, they're probably not reading a newspaper. So what other ways can I find them? So you have to be able to figure out, where do you market? Are you on TikTok? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? Are you on YouTube? Now YouTube, why would I be on YouTube? We have Google, which is the largest search engine. Right underneath Google, we have YouTube, which is the second largest search engine. What do people do on YouTube? What are they normally going to YouTube for? Normally, when you go to YouTube, it's to learn how to do something. How to fix, how to relieve, how to make, how to market, how to brand, right? So you want to think about how, when you're thinking about YouTube, what are they doing there? So it's not about, oh, I have all of these things. And that's the other thing I always get is, Jeanette, I have all of these platforms and none of them are working. I don't understand. I'm doing everything. I have Facebook, I have YouTube, I have everything, and I'm not getting a response. I'm not getting anything. I want you to now, when you go back and you look at your list, because last week you did your list for the hierarchy of needs, right? So I want you to go back to the list and think, okay, what were you saying on those platforms? Because every platform reaches a different demographic and it reaches a different psychographic. So what are you saying on those? Let me explain a little bit further about digital marketing. So Web 3.0 allows you to connect, allows you to have that interaction, but it also does something else. And what is that? It allows you to capture data. If you had a website, when someone comes to your website, you would have a newsletter there. Sign up for the newsletter for 20% off of your next purchase. So they would sign up and they would put their phone number, their email, even their cell phone number. And then they would receive a text message or they'd receive an email. And now you've captured them with their permission. How do you make it easy for your clients to buy from you? Are they able to go to your website and give you their information? And that way you can send them emails later. You can send them a link to your blog later. Are they able to book online? Oh, this website has gift certificates. I can get her 1 or I can get her a package of 5. That is how you keep your clients. Moving with the time. Google pays attention to what you are doing. Are you making it easy for the internet, for Web 3.0, that artificial intelligence, to help people find you? Because your business is right here. Your business is your home. So if your business is your home, and I say, yeah, come visit one day. Sure, how do I get there? Oh, you'll find it. Somebody will tell you about it. Give them a way to find you. Make it make sense. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of these platforms, you want to have a hyperlink on every post you put that goes back to your website. On the emails you send out, because everyone gave you their permission to contact them, you send out, put a hyperlink back to your website. In short, Google is nosy. Google wants to know, what are you doing on these different platforms? What is it that you are offering? how can you be of benefit and of value to the people who are searching? So when you think about marketing, you think about the psychographics, the demographics, traditional marketing, digital marketing. Why would you do both traditional and digital? You want to do both because you're reaching different target audiences. And remember, out of sight is out of mind. So I have to be able to see you again and again, and then I might call you. Think about how you've ever talked about something and then you search for something on Google, and then later on you get on Facebook, and as you're scrolling you start seeing like ads for what you were searching for. That's because Google captured your data. The internet captured your data. Web 3.0 captured your data. And they're saying, hey, this might be of benefit to you. I know you liked it. And then after a while you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I do need to get that. We do the same thing in business. Use your keywords, find out who you're talking to, find out what their highest value is, then you can find out where to reach them. And last week you learned on what to say to them. This is marketing. Hit those value marks and your marketing will be so much easier and clearer. I'm looking forward to talking to you next week so that we can talk about how to launch.